again. It's a rich thing.
Welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to do something using some of the Aimeili products that I just recently got. I'm going to use this. This is one of their builder in a bottles. They're called Builder Base. I like that colour. It's quite sheer. And this came in a set of 12. I have done a swatch video on these if you want to watch it. This is all the colours that came in that set. Aren't they pretty? So I've just pulled out these 5 to use today. So I'm using my long coffin tips. They've got a little bit of a well. So to start with, you need to buff off all the shiny surface on your natural nails. I'm using my Red Iguana hand today. So yeah, get all the shine off your natural nails and then give them a good clean. Get rid of any dust. So I just use regular brush on nail glue. So just put a little bit in the well of that tip. Hold it on. And then pinch it in at them side wings. Make sure them side wings are not sticking out. Because, yeah, a lot of the time they will stick out. And they are a pain in the arse. So make sure you always pinch them in at them side wings. So that's them all stuck on. These tips, they're quite rounded on the tip. So I'm just snipping them so they're deadly straight. I don't like the rounded off bit on these tips. So what I like to do next is just where it's been glued on, just blend it in with the natural nail. Mostly, again, them side wings, I like to file them right down so there's barely anything left. And then just like I did with the natural nail, I'm going to use a buffer and buff off all the shine on those tips. Gel won't stick to a shiny surface, so you really need to get all the shine off. So this is where I would normally use a dehydrator, primer or a bond, but I'm skipping that because I'm on a practice hand. I'm just going straight in with a nice thin even coat of base coat. Rub that base coat right into all them scratches and that's going to get stuck in the lamp for 30 seconds. So I'm going to start with my pinky. When I'm using builder in a bottle, any builder gel, hard gel, I always start with a thin slip layer like that. And it just helps the gel glide down the nail better. So this first bead, I always start with a small one and just push it into that cuticle area and just walk it down the nail. If you tilt your hand downwards, it'll naturally just drip down the nail by itself, and just swipe side to side and guide it. So that's going to have a quick half a cure for 30 seconds. And then this next bead is a bit of a bigger one. I did struggle to get this builder out the bottle because the rim on the bottle's quite thin and it pulls all the builder off the brush as I'm pulling it out the bottle. But it was alright. So same thing, this is just a bigger bead. Just to build a bit of strength and give the nail a little bit of an apex. Make sure you swipe up and down them sides. Make sure your sides are completely covered and there's no little divots or no little gaps. And then I'm going to stick that in the lamp as well. If you hold the nail upside down as well, I do that a lot with gels that are runny. It just pulls all that gel back into the middle where it should be. So if you feel like it's starting to drip down the nail, just turn it upside down. Right, so this ring finger, I wanted a nail bed. So I've just done a little wet layer in the shape of a nail bed. So same as the pinky, I'm going to start by pushing it into my cuticle area. And this one, again, swipe it side to side, let it drip by itself. And when it gets to that point where you want your nail bed to finish, just swipe it like skinny. I so hate explaining what I'm doing. Yeah, it will naturally drip down the nail by itself, and just swiping it side to side, just guide it where you want it to go, how far down you want it to go. But it will start dripping by itself, and I'll just do little tiny little swipes there. Can you see? Little tiny ones just to guide it. And once I'm happy with where it's gone, I'm going to stick that in the lamp then for 30 seconds. And I'm going to give that another layer just to build up that nail bed and give it a bit of thickness. So the glitter I'm using today is from A&A Glitters. It's called Tropical Moon. Perfect colour, isn't it? It's just jam-packed iridescent hex mix full of all different pastel colours. So I've done the middle finger off camera because it's just the same as the pinky. So I'm going straight onto the pointer finger now. So I'm using a base coat. I've not cured the base coat, I've left that wet. And I want to do a little, I think they call it peekaboo with the glitter. So I'm packing it in quite full cover, quite busy at that cuticle area. And we're going to kind of put the builder gel over it with just a little bit of the glitter peeking underneath. Kind of like when you do the glitter on the tip and fade your builder over the glitter. We're kind of doing it upside down, if that makes sense. Right, I'm going to stick that in the lamp so it stays where I want it. And yeah, we're just going to build this nail, but we're going to leave a little gap. This builder gel is brilliant for this because it is sheer. It really helps with that blend, with that fade at the top of the nail. So I'm just doing a really thin layer to start with. I keep saying because I'm so shit at explaining what I'm doing, guys, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm just leaving a little gap for that glitter to peekaboo at the top, and I'm just going to do the same as what I did on that pinky nail. Just build this nail up in a couple of layers now, but you will see I'm going to start building it just a little bit further down from the cuticle area. These next two beads, I'm not going to push them right up to that cuticle area. I'm going to leave a little gap just so that glitter peekaboos. So I think this is I might have even done another bead after this, I can't remember. So yeah, again, can you see I've not pushed it right up to that cuticle area. I've left a little bit of a gap. That's going to get a full 60 seconds cure now. I think, guys, I actually did go in on all the nails and give them all another bead. I wasn't happy with how thick the apex was. On natural nails, they would snap if your apex isn't thick enough. So that's all my nails built now. I've gave them a file and a buff off camera because it's a long video today. And I'm just going to go straight in with the gel polish design now. So I'm just going to stick on my palette those colours that I showed you at the beginning. I am just using 5 of them. I've just pulled 4 of the colours out for this nail. So I'm using the pink and I'm painting right up that side wall of that nail bed. Right around that nail bed and right up the wall of it. And I'm going to do just a little bit of an ombre in this nail. Didn't need to be perfect because I'm putting glitter in there. So I've started with the pink, then I'm going to do the purple, the blue and the green. And I'm just going to use this little detailer brush and just blend those colours slightly together. So if you just swipe your brush side to side like that, just blend them. I felt like an ombre brush would have been a bit too wide for these little strips of colour. So yeah, I'm just using this little tiny detailer brush and just swiping them side to side. And once I'm happy with the blend, like I said, it didn't have to be perfect. I'm going to stick that in the lamp. I'm going to give that 60 seconds because it is a bit thick. I've applied it a bit thick. So just like I did with the other glitter, I'm using a base coat. I'm not going to cure the base coat, and I just wanted a tiny little sprinkle of glitter pushed right up against that smile line. Just used the tiny bits of glitter to try and get right up them edges. I just wanted a tiny little sprinkle. I didn't even want to cover this pink up, but it kind of did cover the pink up, but it was alright. I'm going to stick that in the lamp then for 30 seconds. And now I'm just using a clear builder in a bottle just to encapsulate the free edge of this nail. So make sure you get it right up the sides Don't worry about it going over the top onto that nail bed, because I'm going to file that off, file all that down in a minute. So just completely encapsulate and finish building that nail, and then that's had a full 60 seconds cure. Ta-da! They're all filed and buffed. Guys, I'm giving them a matte top coat. I did want these nails to be matte, but they didn't look right. The glitter, you couldn't see it. Yeah, I'm giving them a matte top coat because I'm going to be doing some little skinny lines and detail work, and it just paints so much better on a matte surface. So I've added a bit of yellow and a bit of white to my palette. So I'm going to start with the middle. This is going to be like a swirly rainbow. I'm going to start with the middle colour, with the blue. And yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit of a rainbow in this shape, this swirl. I'll just let you watch this bit, guys. Make sure you flash cure each of these colours. Just give it 10 seconds in between each colour. Otherwise, they will all blend together and it'll look like an ombre. Right guys, I've done exactly the same on the pinky as what I've just done. So I'm just adding some little, I've just used a dotting tool, and then this really skinny thin brush, just pull a line, use the gel that's in them dots just to do some little 4-pointed stars. So pull a line going down, a line going up, and then a line going out each side. And then I'm just going to add some little dotty dots, just because I think they look really cute. I'm going to add some more of these stars to the other nails, but I've done that off camera just to save a bit of time. It's a long video today. Isn't that cute? I really like that. Guys, I loved these nails in matte. Look at them. But you just couldn't see that glitter. It completely faded away. So I've had to do them glossy. So I've pulled out my opal gems. I'm just going to add a couple of these different colours to this ring finger, guys, and that'll be this set finished. There we go, guys, that's them finished. I'm so gutted I had to do them glossy because I loved these in matte, but you just couldn't see that the glitter in the ring finger. But I still love them. I think they is well cute. Anyway, guys, that is it for today. I will leave links to everything I've used in today's video. It'll all be in my description box. I've got a 10% discount code for the Aimeili website. That'll be down there as well. Anyway, guys, please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Take care, bye.